Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about the things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. Mortal Kombat is one of my all-time favorite franchises. I made a list on the 10 awesome facts on Scorpion and another one for Sub-Zero, and I said I'd be making more lists on this series, but it's taken me forever to get more Mortal Kombat lists out, but hopefully the wait was worth it. And let me know also which MK character you'd like to see next for some 10 awesome facts as well. But as for now, let Mortal Kombat begin! Number 10. Mortal Kombat was the main reason why the Entertainment Software Ratings Board, also known as the ESRB, was created. After all, it was the most violent and gory game at the time. Number 9. The story of Mortal Kombat was influenced by the American film known as Enter the Dragon starring Bruce Lee. It was originally going to be about Johnny Cage as the main character taking on villains, and Johnny Cage was going to be played by Jean-Claude Van Damme in the same digitized graphics. But he turned it down, which wasn't exactly a bad thing because we now have the iconic Mortal Kombat tournament. Number 8. Even though the story of Mortal Kombat was influenced by Enter the Dragon, the characters were influenced by another movie known as Big Trouble in Little China. Characters like David Lo Pan, who's like Shang Tsung, Wang Chi, who's like Liu Kang, Jack Burton, who's like Johnny Cage, the Three Storms, which are like the gods of Earthrealm, like Raiden and Fusion, and I guess you could say that Thunder's self-destruct is like Boraicho's Harakiri from Mortal Kombat Deception. Rain may have been one of the Three Storms, but I think he was clearly used as the purple Edenian ninja known as Rain in Mortal Kombat 3. Number 7. Even though Kano wasn't a character influenced by the movie Big Trouble in Little China, Ed Boon mentioned that Kano has the likeness of the Terminator with his infrared eye. And even though Liu Kang was influenced by Wang Chi, his likeness is that of Bruce Lee's. And as for Sonya Blade, she is based off of martial arts star Cynthia Rothrock. Number 6. As you all probably know, the Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat had the blood removed and the Sega Genesis version removed it as well, but they included it in a secret cheat code. This gives the impression that the Sega Genesis version is much better than the Super Nintendo version, and to be honest, yes it is. Because not only was the blood removed in the Super Nintendo version, but the fatalities were also changed to be less violent, and they weren't even called fatalities, they called them finishing moves. Luckily, the Sega Genesis version kept the gory fatalities, so I recommend gamers to go with the Sega Genesis version. The quality may be better for the Super Nintendo version, but Sega Genesis has what we wanted. It's basically, what do you prefer, graphics or gore? Number 5. In order to make the fighters look realistic in the game, the developers videotaped the actors in each position like movements, attacks, etc. and cut out the characters in the videotapes and put them in a computer. That easy. Apparently the game's team development only consisted of 4 crew members. Now that's amazing. Number 4. The title for the game had many proposed titles such as Kumite, Dragon Attack, Death Blow, and Fatality. But when Stephen Ritchie added the word mortal to the already written word combat, they realized they got the perfect title for the game. Number 3. There's a lot of versions released for Mortal Kombat 1 for the home consoles and even portable games, and they all kept the same soundtrack, but the soundtrack in the Sega Genesis version is not the same as the arcade version. It's actually its own original soundtrack. Number 2. Raiden's name was originally spelled R-A-I-D-E-N. It was spelled this way for the arcade version of Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, but in the home console versions they changed the spelling to R-A-Y-D-E-N because this way they would avoid legal problems with the aircraft shooting game called Raiden, spelled with an I. So his name was forever changed to Raiden with a Y. Number 1. In the game, Liu Kang and Shang Tsung are mortal enemies, but the funny thing is, they are both played by the same actor, Sung Pak. This is the same with Scorpion and Sub-Zero, as they are 2 mortal enemies, and they also are played by the same actor, Daniel Pesina. And one thing to note about the actors of the game is that the actor who played the role of Raiden is Carlos Pesina, and his brother, Daniel Pesina, played the role of Johnny Cage and Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Here's a bonus fact. If you want to play against a secret character Reptile, depending on the version you're playing, say if you're playing the arcade version, you must play a 1-player game, and when you get to the pit stage, look at the moon. There must be a silhouette gliding past. This will happen every 6th game. Now you have to win a double flawless victory with a fatality and without blocking. Then a message will occur letting you know that you're about to fight Reptile. Now, if you're playing the Sega Genesis version, just do the same steps, but also you first have to activate the blood code and the cheat code, then turn on flags 0 and 2, then you gotta reach the endurance matches, and when you get to the match where you're in the pit level, then just follow the same steps as the arcade version. Reptile will have the same abilities as Scorpion and Sub-Zero, so it won't be easy, but know that if you manage to defeat him, the game will be much harder. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please leave a like, share with others, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to activate the notifications to know the exact moment I upload a new video. Hey, if you have any suggestions on which video you'd like to see next, let me know in the comments, and feel free to DM me on my Twitter page. I enjoy talking with the viewers. Maybe we can challenge each other on our favorite fighting games. Anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow, and remember to have an awesome day.